There is a whiter, silent, invisible weight that many carry every day. It is not the weight of physical burden, but the weight of history, the heavy chains of a family's past mistakes, failures, betrayals, and unspoken secrets. This weight clings to the soul like a shadow, shaping your thoughts, your fears, your very identity. It whispers lies in the quiet moments. You are destined to repeat this. This is your fate. You cannot escape the cycle. But these are not truths. They are curses we inherit, yes, but curses we also have the power to break. To carry the burdens of your family's past is to live in the prison of what was wounds inflicted long before you walked this earth, patterns etched deep into your DNA. It is to carry scars not your own, to wear chains forged by others, and to let the ghosts of history dictate the terms of your life. But here is the undeniable, liberating truth. Your destiny is not pre-written. The past is not your sentence. You are not bound by the mistakes of your ancestors unless you choose to be. Carl Jung spoke of the shadow, the hidden, unconscious parts of ourselves shaped by experience, by culture, by lineage. To be free, we must shine light on the shadows we inherit. We must confront the ghosts lurking in our family trees, the fears, the secrets, the pain passed down in silence, because only by facing them can we stop their silent sabotage. Only by bringing them into consciousness can we begin to heal and rewrite the story. Imagine for a moment the weight of generations lifted. Imagine stepping into your life without the burden of inherited guilt, shame, anger, or fear. Imagine the clarity that comes when you no longer see yourself as a victim of ancestral mistakes, but as the sovereign creator of your own path. This is not fantasy. This is the birthright of every human soul, the power to transcend, to transform, to reclaim. The first step is radical ownership, not in blame or shame, but in conscious acknowledgement. See the patterns, name the wounds, own the history, but do not let it own you. This ownership is the foundation of your freedom. It is the act of reclaiming your narrative from the shadows of the past and placing your pen firmly in your hand. But ownership alone is not enough. To stop carrying the burdens of the past, you must cultivate a mindset of transcendency and unshakable belief that your life can be different, better, whole. This mindset is a revolution within, a defiant refusal to be chained by history. It is the fierce clarity that says, I am not my family's story, I am the author of my own. Belief becomes your fortress. Clarity, the lantern that guides you through the darkness. Purpose, the compass that points beyond pain and limitation toward possibility and growth. Discipline is the architect that builds the new foundation. Habit by habit, choice by choice, until the old house of inherited suffering crumbles beneath the weight of your transformation. Action must follow belief. Thought without action is the mirage of change. Action is the river carving new valleys through old stone. It is the daily commitment to healing, to breaking cycles, to forging new legacies. You will stumble. You will face resistance from within and without, but resilience will become your armor. The strength to rise again, to continue chiseling away at the old, to reveal the new. Gratitude is the secret force in this alchemy. Gratitude for the lessons hidden within pain, for the strengths forged in struggle, for the chance to write a different story. Gratitude shifts your focus from victimhood to victory, from lack to abundance, from darkness to light. Adaptability is essential, for no journey of transformation is straight or simple. You will face detours and setbacks. But adaptability is the art of bending without breaking, of adjusting your course without losing sight of your vision. Learning the relentless pursuit of knowledge and self-awareness fuels this entire process. You must become a student of yourself and your history, digging deep into the unconscious roots of inherited wounds, understanding their origin, their shape, their grip. Only through knowledge does fear lose its power. This journey is not easy. It is the hero's path of descent into the underworld of the psyche, the confrontation with ancestral shadows. But it is also the path of rebirth, rising from the ashes of inherited pain into the light of self-mastery. You are not alone on this path. Every human soul carries a lineage of struggle, but also a lineage of resilience. The blood in your veins carries stories of survival, strength, and awakening. It is time to honor those stories, to let go of what no longer serves, and to create a future forged by your courage and vision. The chains of the past will fall when you stop feeding them with your energy, when you stop identifying with the wounds that are not yours to carry, when you claim your right to heal, to grow, to live fully unburdened. Your family's past is a chapter, not the whole book. The rest is unwritten, and it is yours to write. Begin now. Release the burdens. Reclaim your power. Create the future you were born to live. The moment you decide to release the burdens of your family's past, you begin to sever the ties that bind you to outdated, limiting beliefs. You no longer hold yourself captive to the ghosts of what came before. You begin to see the chains that once held you, not as unbreakable, but as fragile threads that dissolve the instant you choose to sever them. Your future, your path, is no longer shackled to the shadows of yesterday. This decision to free yourself is not just a mental one. It is a profound spiritual and emotional shifter revolution that takes place in the very marrow of your being. Every fiber of your identity begins to reshape, rewire, and realign. You are shedding old skin, stepping into new terrain. It's a rebirth, a moment of transcendence, where the old you defined by inherited fears, doubts, and limitations dies, and the new you emerges with infinite potential. To do this, you must first release the need for external validation. For far too long, you have sought approval from those who do not understand the depth of your vision, from those who are themselves still shackled by their past. Their expectations of you are based on their own limitations, their own unhealed wounds. They cannot see the greatness within you because they have not yet seen it within themselves. Your liberation comes when you stop seeking permission to be your truest, fullest self. You are not here to fit into anyone's mold. You are here to create your own. And this creation begins with the understanding that you are worthy of the life you want, not because of your family's legacy, but because of your own capacity for change, for greatness, for transformation. In your journey, you will encounter resistance, some of it external, some internal. Your mind will try to drag you back into old patterns, back into comfort, back into the familiar. Your family will doubt. They may question your choices, your decisions, and your new direction. But remember, their doubts are not your own. They are simply echoes of their own fears, their own unhealed wounds. Do not let them drown out the voice of your soul, which calls you toward your destiny. The process of breaking free from your family's past is not one of denial or rejection. It is not about abandoning those you love, but about setting boundaries to protect your own growth. It is about saying, I will honor the lessons of the past, but I will no longer live in its shadow. I will no longer let its pain define my future. There is a power that lies in this kind of liberation, the power to heal, to create, and to build. When you stop carrying the burdens of the past, you make room for the light to enter, for your vision to expand, and for your life to unfold in ways that would have once seemed impossible. You become the creator of your own reality, the architect of a future that reflects who you truly are. And in this freedom, you will discover something profound. Your story is not limited by where you came from, but by where you are going. The past may have shaped you, but it does not define you. The future is open, vast, and filled with endless possibilities. The choices you make today will carve the path forward, a path that is uniquely yours to walk. No longer will you be bound by the trauma, the shame, or the unresolved pain of generations past. You will no longer be a reflection of old wounds. Instead, you will be the embodiment of possibility, of healing, of strength, of self-made greatness. You are capable of rewriting the script. You are capable of breaking cycles. You are capable of creating something entirely new, something that has never been seen before. Your future is yours to create, and it begins the moment you stop carrying the burdens that were never yours to bear. So stand tall, knowing that the weight of the past is not your responsibility. You have freed yourself from its grasp, and in doing so, you have given yourself the greatest gift, the power to create your own destiny. Now, go forward with the courage, the clarity, and the conviction to build a life that reflects your highest potential, unburdened by the weight of what came before. The future is waiting for you, and it is brighter than you could ever imagine. You are not defined by your family's past. You are defined by the choices you make today, and you are more than ready to step into the life you were always meant to live. Let go, step forward, and begin creating. You stand at the precipice of something extraordinary, a moment that many will never experience. You've already made the decision to release the burdens of the past. You've already chosen to no longer be defined by the mistakes, the pain, the regrets, or the failures that were not your own. And now, you must step fully into the life you've been waiting for, the life that is no longer dictated by anyone but you. This moment, this choice is not just a fleeting decision, it is a declaration. A declaration that you will no longer be trapped by the narratives of your family, by the inherited fears, the outdated beliefs, the toxic patterns that have been passed down through generations. You are not a continuation of someone else's unfinished story. You are the author of your own. And with every step forward, with every action you take toward building the life you desire, you rewrite that story, page by page, moment by moment. To create this future, you must first honor the part of you that has carried these burdens for so long. There's no shame in the struggle, no dishonor in the pain you've endured. Those moments have shaped you. They have tempered your spirit, tested your will, and strengthened your resolve. But they are not the sum of who you are. They are the forge, not the final form. What you have endured has been the catalyst for your transformation. And now you must use that power, that fire, to fuel your future. You are no longer the person who is dragged down by the weight of the past. You are the person who rises from the ashes, stronger and more determined, ready to build something new. This is the great paradox. The more you let go, the more you gain. The more you release the stories, the regrets, the expectations, the guilt that do not belong to you, the more space you create for your true self to emerge. And when that true self emerges, it is unstoppable. You will move through life with a clarity and purpose that others will not understand, because they will still be trapped in the cycles of their own past. You will be a force that creates rather than reacts, that shapes rather than conforms. Your power lies in your ability to make choices aligned with your highest vision, to take bold action even when fear tries to pull you back into the familiar, to hold firm to the belief that you are worthy of everything you desire. You are not bound by limitations. You are not bound by the past. You are not bound by anyone's expectations of who you should be or what you should have accomplished by now. You are bound only by the limits you place on yourself, so place none. Imagine for a moment the life you desire. See it in vivid detail, the relationships, the achievements, the peace, the success. Hold that image in your mind and know that it is not far from reach. It is not a fantasy. It is a possibility waiting to be realized. Every moment you step into your own power, you draw closer to it. Every choice you make to rise above the burdens of the past brings it one step nearer. Your future is a blank canvas, and you hold the brush. Every stroke is yours to make. Every color is yours to choose. You are the artist of your own life, and the masterpiece you are creating will reflect the strength, the wisdom, and the power you have gained by shedding the weight of the past. The ghosts of yesterday will try to call you back. They will try to remind you of the mistakes, the brokenness, the disappointments, but their voices are not yours. Their voices are echoes of a life you no longer live, a past you have chosen to transcend. And as you move forward, creating the future you deserve, remember this: you are not alone. The energy you put out into the world, the authenticity, the courage to build something new, will attract others who are also walking the same path. You will find community with those who have also chosen to break free from the chains of their past. Together you will rise stronger than ever before. This is the moment to stop carrying the weight of your family's past and start creating your own future. The moment to let go of what doesn't serve you and step fully into the person you were always meant to become. You are worthy of the life you dream of. You are powerful enough to build it. And the future, your future, is waiting for you to claim it. So step forward. Your story begins now. You carry within you the seed of transformation, a seed planted by the courage to confront what no one else dared to face, watered by the resolve to break free from cycles that have bound your lineage for generations. This seed is your birthright, your sacred inheritance, waiting to grow into a mighty tree whose roots are anchored not in old pain, but in newfound strength and clarity. As the architect of your own destiny, understand that healing is not linear. There will be moments when the past tries to reclaim its hold, when shadows flicker at the edges of your vision, tempting you to return to familiar patterns of fear and limitation. But each time, remind yourself, you are not the sum of your history. You are the sculptor of your future. Your journey demands radical honesty, a willingness to look without flinching at the parts of your family legacy that have caused pain, and yet a compassion to forgive not only others but yourself. Forgiveness is not forgetting. It is the liberation from carrying burdens that are not yours to bear. It is the sacred act that clears the path for growth, for freedom, for creation. With this honesty and compassion, build the foundation of unshakable belief in your own worthiness. Know that you deserve a life unburdened by ancestral wounds, a life filled with purpose, joy, and authentic connection. Your worth is inherent, not earned, not inherited. Discipline yourself to cultivate the habits, the thoughts, and the actions that align with this vision. Discipline is the silent, steadfast force that transforms intention into reality. It is the hammer striking the chisel, shaping the raw marble of your life into a masterpiece of resilience and grace. Take action with deliberate intention. Every step forward, no matter how small, is a declaration of freedom. Each moment you choose healing over hurt, growth over stagnation, you rewire your lineage and redefine what legacy means. Gratitude will become your anchor. Even in the face of hardship, find reasons to give thanks for the lessons, for the strength gained, for the chance to rewrite your story. Gratitude shifts the lens through which you view your journey, transforming obstacles into opportunities and pain into power. Adapt with grace as life unfolds unpredictably. The architect's blueprint is firm in vision but flexible in execution. Be willing to adjust your course without losing sight of your ultimate goal. Resilience will be your compass, guiding you through storms and setbacks, reminding you that every challenge is a stepping stone toward your greater self. Commit yourself to lifelong learning about yourself, your family, and the patterns that shape human experience. Knowledge is the light that dispels the darkness of ignorance and fear. Through understanding comes empowerment. Know this deeply. You are not alone. Every generation before you wrestled with their own shadows, and every generation after you will be shaped by the legacy you choose to leave. Your courage to break free today is a beacon, illuminating the path for those who come after. So rise. Release the weight of the past with grace and determination. Embrace the boundless potential that awaits when you stop carrying burdens not your own and start creating a future built on truth, love, and fearless authenticity. You are the architect. Your future awaits. Begin. And now, as you stand on the threshold of change, remember that you are not just building a new future for yourself, you are building it for the generations to come. Every step you take, every decision you make, is an act of liberation from the burdens of the past, a journey to recreate yourself, to create a life that you truly deserve. Do not let the ghosts of your ancestors continue to define your path. You are not a victim of the past. You are the creator of the future. Let your courage lead the way. Let your belief in yourself be the light that guides you. Do not look back. Do not fear, because every step forward is a powerful declaration. I no longer carry the weight of the past. I am the one building my life. Remember, you are not alone in this journey. Everyone carries their wounds, but it is you who gets to choose how to heal and rise from them. You are not just changing your own destiny, you are changing the very flow of your family's history. So rise, move forward with the confidence that what you are building today will lay the foundation for a glorious future. And when you look back, you will realize one profound truth. You have not only changed your life, you have changed the world around you. From this moment on, your life is yours to create. You are the architect of your own destiny, and the magnificent masterpiece of your future begins right now. Start building.